Hey, so I'm here at the Lacey Towers, and all I did was just take out a few guys who were on the roof, one of which had a gun, and then I immediately went into doing this. Or at least Batman did.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
Open and shut case. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend. We found the bastard's stubby little fingerprints right by the bodies.
Yeah, we got Penguin now. Like to see him squirm out of this one. Fingerprints, 2 dead bodies. He's about to do some time.
Yeah, so forensics will take all the credit. And I'm the one who found the prints.
That's why they call it first response. First pickings on the loot, but none of the glory. Me?
Time to get excessive.
There we go. Before I go in, grab that, and now we'll go in. No one else in here? Okay. I'm guessing around here is where I need to go? Possibly? Sionis' safe house. Yep, this is the place.
The police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask. But why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up.
Whoa.
This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field.
Now, who is this?
I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend. Or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here.
Huh. I like how it updates the case files as I'm examining them.
The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room.
Huh.
It may have been intended to destroy evidence.
Interesting.
The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair.
Huh.
This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height.
Gosh.
But the pattern in the
Shot her while
gunpowder
she
residue
was
suggests
hung
the
up
bullet
there,
was
huh?
actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were 2 other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them.
Huh.
I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter.
rewind, see if there's anything else we can pick up to help us figure this out. Oh.
Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues.
The kitchen. Oh, is this where she was
This DNA
attacked?
is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days.
Wow.
If I review
then
the evidence,
she must have
I may
been
be able
strung
to
up
find
there.
out what she was doing when she was attacked.
Her phone.
She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker.
The Joker?
Someone killed
Well,
Black Mask.
well.
But this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight.
Looks like we'll get to meet him for the
The
first
answers I
time.
have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
First, we
Great.
need to physically hack into their servers.
I need to
If you insist on
infiltrate the
doing something that foolish, you'll need
GCPD.
a
Oh
powerful
my
non-lethal
gosh.
weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
Acquire the concussion detonator at the Batcave. First, I need to leave the towers if I'm gonna fast travel back to the Batcave. Whoa! Oh! Seemed really unnecessary to punch him there. Ow!
8-2. Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4. Can you raise Delta 8-2?
Stand by 4-4. Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4, no response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Here we go. Got it. Alright. Alright, stop saving. So, you just move over here, and you can see there's the fast travel indicator. Fast travel back to the Batcave. And as you can see, that sequence is still buggy. I always kept hoping they were gonna fully patch this game up, but they never did. And at this point, since they've shut down the online services a year ago, I don't expect they ever will. But that's why I'm hoping that in the that for the PC version, that some people in the mod community, if they did make mods for this
The
game,
concussion
or
detonator
if it
is
could
on
be
your
modded,
way.
that they could create some
Remember,
patches.
if
for
you
it.
use that instead of your fists, you'll do less lasting damage to those police officers and civil servants.
Noted.
Thanks, Alfred. Oh, over there? Alright.
Well played, sir. You stopped the electrocutioner with a single strike.
I just used his arrogance to my advantage. A textbook move a child could have avoided.
True, but I doubt the rest of them will go down as easily.
If they do, we'll be eating that Christmas ham sooner than you think.
Look at this. You get XP for getting Alfred Wisdom.
Sir, if I might,
What is it, Alfred?
you may wish to curb your, shall we say, evening dalliances.
Oh?
I wouldn't like you to develop a, well, a reputation, Master Bruce.
A little late for that.
Better later than never, no? Seems to me that Captain Gordon is the one good apple in a bad bunch.
Yeah, at this point in time, he pretty much is. If I recall, I don't think I even used this. I think I hardly used this gadget. Access the GCPD
Some of the
service.
assassins have access to rather interesting technology. When this is over, you might want to consider appropriating it. Let some good come of tonight's events.
I'll keep that in mind, Alfred. Actually, really quick, I want to show you guys. There is something kind of cool about if you go over here. Yes, you can do some training if you want to work on certain aspects, like your combat and such. When you go over here to access it, if it'll load up, come on. Come on, game, load up. There we go. So you can see here, you can be able to do this as either suit. And look at this, you can actually see how you look in either suit. It's pretty awesome. Of course, it needs a moment to render. Pretty awesome. Love how it makes his face look like that in the Blackest Night skin. Here, you could also play as Deathstroke if you wanted. You could play as the Deathstroke from this game. You could play as Deathstroke from Injustice. You could also play Judas Contract Deathstroke. I'm not really sure what this is from. I'm sure it's a comic reference, which is great. And then there's Initiation, which is a separate DLC that's supposed to be about him learning from the League of Shadows. Very much like Batman Begins. Vigilante Bruce Wayne. A play on the Batman Begins suit that he wore before he became the Batman. But pretty awesome. If you ever want to play as Deathstroke, that's something that can let you do that. Okay, now just grapple up to the Batwing, and we'll head out. Although it appears the Batwing needs to render there for a moment. Like I said, this game still didn't get that full patchwork I wanted. Apparently I also need to do this glide drill just to complete one of the, what was it, this one? No, not this one. This one, yeah. If I want to continue on this tree here, I actually need to finish this. If I want to... And unfortunately, this is a problem I have with this tree. You'll notice some things here like stop a crime in progress, which I've already done. But it doesn't count it because I haven't done the previous ones. It's not like if you do these ahead of time, it'll count it. You have to do these in order. This, and then this, and then this. There's no, like, well, you already did that, so you can jump ahead. No, you have to do them in order, and it's incredibly frustrating. I just wish that they had changed it where if you went ahead and did that, it already counts, but I guess they didn't want that to affect the progress of those. Alright, so the GCPD is down over here. And I cannot do this until I get another gadget. Probably going to be the same thing over here, although we can take a look just to remind myself what it is I need. I guess we'll just go ahead and fast travel down here.
Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4. Can you raise Delta 8-2?
Stand by, 4-4. Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4, no response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Alright, let's see.
I've planted 3 bombs where
You know what? Let's try and do this now. Hold on, the game is saving, and the frame rate gets kind of bad when it's trying to save. There we go. Oh, never mind. It's acting pretty poorly already anyway.
We grab ourselves a scanner and figure out where the assassins are. So we can make sure we're nowhere near them? No, so we can move in after we're done fighting. They're after Basket, right? Okay. Which means they're gonna be following them.
I'm sure there's a informer up there. Oh,
We're
down
gonna
there.
have a nice, relaxing Christmas Eve.
You're drawn to me. Go on, admit it. Like little moth to the light. Flit on over. You wanna know what I'm
We gotta
saying?
shut him down to shut him up.
Don't
Otherwise, we'll never
Too
be
bad.
free.
You can't shut me off any more than
Huh.
you can the billboards, or the branding on your clothes, or the flyers that litter the street.
Where is this bomb? All the way up here.
The
Great.
sound bites that clog the air.
So I gotta go all the way across the bridge.
Just like that.
Going across this bridge can take a little while. I'm like, how come I can't grapple to that now?
Drink, you and me both. But everything's shut down. I heard my alibi is still serving. Oh, closed. Finnegan's is definitely open. And full of cops. The Overview bar? Too expensive. I give up. Why don't we just knock over a liquor store? Works for me. We just gotta find one.
Got over 2.5 minutes. I'm sure I'll be able to get there with plenty of time to spare. If he really wanted to push it, he should have reduced the counter. Whee! Oh, I actually got that trophy. Point to point. Get across the bridge without touching the ground. I actually never did that before. Awesome. There they are.
Being manipulated. I'm like some corporate tool. Use this.
None of them have guns.
Need this.
Let's do this.
There's trouble. We gotta stop them.
Interesting that those guys were just standing around the bomb. Like, are they not worried that the bomb's gonna go off with them standing right next to it?
We ain't living like this no more. I ain't got much left in me.
Ow! There we go. Where's his third?
I've planted 3 bombs
Back over
where
there,
Gotham's
huh?
corruption is at its strong.
Oh, leveled up. Oh. Huh. I could boost that if I wanted. And I want to get this so I can get the last ballistic armor. Instantly KO all enemies already knocked to the ground. That's not a bad combo. Large group tactics. Find it interesting that it does that graphic there when you level up. Almost as if it makes it seem like this is like the Matrix or something. Because why does the sky do that? Just an interesting design choice that I've always been puzzled by.
They're about the final offer? They're saying the bat took down the entire place by himself.
So let's see. You know what? Why don't I take a look at this tower over here? See what it is that I would need to do in order to access this tower here. Hello.
Merry Christmas. You ruined everything.
It's what I do.
Ready for round 3 then? Let's see what you can do. Right. There are also some things we should discuss. Careful now. That's public property you're destroying. Crawling around in vents like a common rat. How expected.
Electrified. Huh. Oh, hold on. Okay, where's the electric part? Oh.
I bet
There
steering
it
that thing
is.
requires a whole lot of concentration. Oops! Sorry about that!
Here we go.
Oh, that poor door. You really should apologize. Interesting.
I don't think so.
Watching you figure that one out was a real treat. I'll make sure the next one is even more provocative.
This isn't a game, Enigma.
Oh, but it is. And one you're more than welcome to stop playing. Now you need to stop interfering with my work. Tackling these towers is one thing, but my handlers, my data, my network relays, those aren't meant for you, so back off!
Uh-huh. Never. Alright, Batwing drop point enabled, so now I can be able to fast travel to this zone if I want, and looks like the relays have been revealed. Excellent. Excellent. I'm gonna have to take care of that. I'll do that off camera, don't worry.
I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice.
Well, at least those aren't ticking down when I'm not going to the... He apparently doesn't start the timer until I go talk to the supporter over there. How convenient for me! What to do? What to do? Don't know what the deal with this tower over here is. There is a data handler right over here. May as well grab him while I'm this close. There he is.
Oh, you bastard! We gotta get in on that action.
There we go. That is not a bad move.
This is crazy! Stop!
Enigma's extortion data. Where is it?
If I tell you, You let me go?
Talk.
Okay. They're close by. I'll show you where.
Okay. Oh, look at that. That's another one down. Okay. So, I guess when we come back, we might just finish off the Anarchy side quest. And then at some point after that, we'll probably head over to the GCPD to do that. Because I know that takes a little while, so maybe we can just try and finish this Anarchy quest before we do that. Stay tuned.